Today on the show we're making Brooklyn meatballs. And what exactly constitutes a Brooklyn meatball? It's got to meet 3 criteria. Number 1, while you're making the meatballs, you need to be drinking a Brooklyn lager. Number 2, also while you're making the meatballs, in the background on the TV needs to be playing Goodfellas. This is not optional. And number 3, and most important, you need to grill the meatballs on your fire escape. This recipe begins with a ½ pound of ground turkey and 1 pound of ground beef, but you could use pork or bison. It's really up to you. And to that we're going to add 1/4 to a ½ cup of breadcrumbs and about the same of Parmesan cheese. And we're going to add 1 egg to help bind this all together. Then we're going to get our bare hands right in there and start mixing it up. Next we're going to add some flavor. We got some mustard, Italian seasoning, garlic powder, a little bit of milk, a few dashes of hot sauce, salt, and fresh ground pepper. Now, I don't really measure these seasonings out, but it's about a tablespoon of each. And we're just going to mix that all together. And now it's time to make the meatballs. It really is helpful to wet your hands when you're doing this because the meat mixture is pretty sticky. And you just roll the meat around into balls that are just a bit smaller than golf balls. Once you've formed all your meatballs, cover with plastic wrap and refrigerate until you're ready to grill. For the sauce, I'm just going to doctor up a good store-bought barbecue sauce. I'm adding here a little vinegar, a few dashes of hot sauce. Things usually cook better with the heat on, so I'm going to do that. And here's some garlic powder, a little bit of cumin, and some fresh ground pepper. Of course, use whatever sauce you like. A marinara definitely comes to mind, but today I feel like barbecue. And now we are ready to grill the meatballs. First, we're going to hit them with some olive oil. Really make sure you get them on all sides to prevent sticking to the grates. Out here on the fire escape, I've got the Weber Q1200 preheated to medium, and I'm adding the meatballs one at a time, leaving a little bit of space in between each meatball. Once all the meatballs are on the grill, I like to close the lid for about 2 minutes. And after those 2 minutes, I want to open it up and just rotate the meatballs. You can see the nice char on the one side that was down. That char is actually pretty delicious. Once they're all rotated, close the lid for another 2 minutes. Then after those 2 minutes, we're going to rotate them one last time. And close the lid for our final 2 minutes. I like to apply a little pressure to see if they're firm enough to come off, and these things feel pretty good, so I'm going to pull them off right now. Once you get them inside, arrange them on a plate and put the sauce into a bowl in the middle. Then place a toothpick into each meatball. And here is the final dish and the taste test. Little dunk. Brooklyn meatballs, baby. So that's how you make Brooklyn meatballs. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe, and of course, keep on grilling.